Hello everyone, my name is Chiara and I'm the Customer Support Manager here at Kontentino. I'd like to welcome each of you today at another webinar session and thank you especially for making the time to discover the key productivity features in Kontentino. As a Customer Support Manager, I often get asked by our users how they can set up workflow to manage campaigns for multiple social media channels and for multiple clients at the same time, and how to keep an organized overview and to manage all this in the quickest and most efficient way possible. We really believe that the power lays in the productivity, and it is our mission to save your time on repetitive tasks and make your workflow as seamless as possible. Hence, we have decided to dedicate today's webinar session to the top 8 productivity power features in Kontentino. I would like to say that most of these features aren't entirely new, and if you have been working with Kontentino for some time now and you are a more experienced user, you may know some of them, but it is a good reminder to see all the features in once and maybe consider using them in your productivity kit. And if you are a new user in Kontentino, I'm sure that this session will help you to incorporate these power features into your workflow. So before we start, I would also like to encourage you to ask questions in the YouTube live chat thread. After the presentation, I will circle back to your questions and hopefully answer all of them. So if you are ready, we can start with the first feature. The first feature are the Timesavers, which is the most favorite and essential functionality in Kontentino. As its name already implicates, it helps you to work with multiple posts at once and save time by simply working with them and not working with each post individually. So there are in general 2 ways of how we can work with the Timesavers. The first approach is to first select the posts in your content plan and then select a preferred action from the list. Or you can also do it the other way around and first click on the Timesavers button, select the preferred action from the list, and then in the next step select the post that you want to work with. So let's go through the list of the actions. The first action is duplicate. This feature is perfect for a situation when you have created a campaign for one social media channel, for example Facebook, and you would like to reuse the same content on a different social media channel, for example Instagram. So in the first step you can select the posts either one by one, or you can also choose to filter the post by its status, for example drafts. You can click on all to choose all the posts, and in the next step you can select the target social media profile to which you want to duplicate posts to. So for example, we choose Instagram, we choose the content plan. You can also choose multiple target profiles, and you can also decide whether you want to keep the original status of the post or to clone the post as drafts if you want to do any additional changes. So once you are happy with your selection, you can click on the duplicate button, and this will duplicate all your posts to the target social media profile. If you click on Show Content Plan button, this will redirect you to the social media profile where your new posts are. The second feature or action is the Move action. This is ideal for a situation in which you have created content in incorrect place in Kontentino, for example, incorrect social media profile or incorrect content plan. It works in the same way, so you first select the posts that you would like to move from one place to another, and in the next step you select the target social media profile and the content plan. Now your posts are moved to the correct place. The third option is changing the post status. This is great for example, when your client has already approved your posts outside of Kontentino over a telephone or in a WhatsApp conversation, and you don't want the client to go back to the app to confirm it another time. So you can easily filter out the posts which are pending client approval and select all of them. And in the next step, you will select the final status, which would be in this case, approved by client. Now the status is changed and you can further schedule them. In the fourth step, you can assign multiple tasks to multiple people. So this is great for collaboration with another manager or copywriter or designer. So again, in this step, you select the posts where you want to assign a certain task. And in the next step, you can select the assignees. You can select one or multiple assignees at once. In the task window, you can write the description of your task. You can also select whether you want to notify the user by email or just in the application, and also mark the task as urgent. Once you're happy, you can assign the tasks. The approval option is obviously great for when you want to send your posts for client or internal approval. So again, in the first step, you will select the posts that you would like to have approved, for example, the drafts. In the next step, again, you can select one or multiple clients. And you can also edit the subject line of your approval email and the body of the message. You can always customize this. We will select the clients first that we want to send posts for approval. And there you go, your posts have been sent for approval. This prevents also clients from getting spammed because they will receive one email with all the links to the posts. The last option is obviously scheduling your posts. So you need to first have the date and time set for your posts. Once you have it, you can select the posts which are ready to be scheduled, and you can hit the schedule button. This might take a few seconds until your posts are scheduled. And there you go. You can see that the posts now have the scheduled status in Kontentino. So let us know what you think about Timesavers and how you utilize them. Again, I'd like to encourage you also to ask the question in the chat thread. Now we can go to the second feature. You might be asking if there is even a quicker way of how to work with your posts. And yes, we have a hotkey mode or a shortcut mode in Kontentino. The way you can utilize it is that you go over to the left side panel and you select a post by clicking on it and holding it. You can simply drag and drop it either on the left to move the post or on the right to duplicate your post. As you can see, the process is very much the same like with the Timesavers. And you can hit duplicate posts. You also have the mode if you select the post and hold the Option key to simply copy the post to any preferred date. So you click on the post, you can move it to a specific day, for example the 15th, and as you can see now the post will stay on both dates in the calendar, so also on the original date and also on the newly selected date. So that's about the shortcuts. Let's head to the third functionality. The third functionality are the profile groups. The profile groups enable you to see multiple profiles simultaneously in one calendar overview, and it is perfect for when you need to easily manage multiple clients in Kontentino and also to give separate access in the calendar with specific users. So you can find the profile groups over the left in the profile selector, either in the all category over here, or in the profile groups category over here. If you want to create a new profile group, you can either click on Create Group in the profile selector, or you can head to the New button on the right and select the group from the list. In this step, you can type in the name of your profile group. So, for example, the webinar profile group. You can manage the users with whom you would like to share the access to the profile group with. Again, you can select one or multiple users. You can upload custom logo, for example, of your client. And in the last step, you can select the social media channels which should belong to this profile group. So we have now Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Once you are ready, you can click on Create and confirm the creation. Once your profile group is created, you can access it in the profile selector, which I have shown you before. As you can see, the profile group groups all the selected profiles. I would like to especially highlight that the profile group functionality is powerful in combination with the Timesavers feature, especially when it comes to the duplication process. So the way you can work with it is, for example, that you will choose posts from a specific social media channel. For example, we can choose the Instagram posts, and you simply head over to Timesavers, select on duplicate. And as you can see, the target social media profile and the content plan are already pre-selected. So it really takes you like 2 or 3 clicks to duplicate the content. You hit duplicate button, and the content is now copied and duplicated to the rest of the profile group. Another feature I would like to talk about are the labels. Labels in the calendar is a very robust feature that allows you to tag each post individually. They look like this little colorful tags, which you can see on individual posts here. And they streamline the filtering and facilitate a clear communication regarding which posts are a part of a specific campaign or a category. The result is a more organized and insightful content management process. So let's have a look at how we can create such label. If you want to create a new label, all you need to do is simply choose a post from your content calendars that you would like to tag, and you open that post. Once the post is open, you head over to Edit Post mode. And you can scroll down to the labels section. As you can see now, the post is already tagged, so I will remove these tags. And you can choose from several approaches. You can either choose the recent labels that have been already created by clicking on it, or you can also open up the full list of your saved labels that you have created before and just click on any label that you would like to tag your post with. And if you want to use a completely new label, you can simply type in the name of it into the label bar. If you hit enter, the label will be automatically saved. Once you save the post, we can check and control if the labels are in the right place. As you can see, the selected labels are now here and your post is tagged with them. If you go to Edit Post mode, there is also this advanced label setting mode, which you can access if you again scroll down to the label section and click on the little wheelie icon on the right. This will take you to advanced label settings, where you can see the full list of your labels and you can also edit them or remove them. When you click on edit, you can adjust the color of each label. You can use one of the colors there, or you can use the color code to use your custom color. You can edit the name, and you can save the setting by clicking on submit. And you can also add a new label right here and select the color from the beginning. Now I'm gonna head back to the calendar and show you how you can filter with labels. So in the left side panel, as you can see, you have a more compact overview of which labels are used on which post. But you can also see the full list of labels on the right side of the screen. If you click on a specific label, this will filter out only the posts which are tagged with this label. Or you can also expand the full list of the labels and select multiple labels by which you would like to filter your posts. This is really up to you. There is no limitation in terms of how many labels you would like to display. And as you can see, the little red icon indicates that the filter has been switched on. If you want to deselect a specific label, you can do it by clicking on the little checkbox on the left. So now we are deselecting it, or you can click on Clear All Filters, and this will bring you back to the default view. Another feature that I would like to mention are the inspirations. Inspirations, or sticky notes of Kontentino, as we like to think of them, are great for a situation when you have some amazing concept in your mind and you don't want to lose it simply by forgetting about it. So they look like these little yellow rectangles which are pinned to the top of each day in the calendar. They can serve as a reminder for a specific campaign or other important content that you have in mind, or some specific seasonal event. One of the key benefits is also that your clients can collaborate with you and add inspiration that allows them to see into the post creation process. So there are two ways of how you can create the inspiration. You can either hover over a specific day and click to add new inspiration, or again, you can head to the new button and select to create a new inspiration there. Since we are in a profile group now, you need to select the social media profile for which the inspiration will be created. And here you can either confirm the date or edit the date for the inspiration. In the description, you can either add the name of the event or some keywords, or you can even describe it with a short description. So this is really up to you. And you can also use to set the inspiration as a recurring inspiration, which means that it will appear on the same date each year. If you want to save your inspiration, you click on Confirm. And as you can see, our inspiration has been saved to the calendar. Another feature that I would like to talk about are the post ideas. The post ideas are crafted as post drafts with without specific dates and time, and you can store these posts in the post ideas panel within the calendar, allowing you to easily edit or collaborate or approve and schedule them when the perfect moment arrives. So you can move over to the left and expand the Post Ideas left panel. And you can again either create the new idea over here by clicking on the plus sign. So the preview will look like a regular post draft, so you can insert your text, you can insert your hashtags, you can even upload your visual. But you leave the post planning section blank, so you don't select any time or date, and you will simply save your post idea. Now if we close this post, you can see that it is not in the calendar and it is stored on the left in the post ideas column. The other way of how to create a post idea is of course also through the new button, where you click to create a new post. Again, the process is the same, so you can type in your text. If you already have a visual, you can also select the visual and you save the post. As you can see, all post ideas are now stored in the post ideas column, and you can further work with them by either drag and dropping them to the calendar if you already know when is the right time to publish the post, or again, you can simply hold the Option key and you can just copy the same content through your content plan, which is great because it can additionally also serve you as a template or as a pool of ideas that you can further work with within your content plan or campaign. That way the post stays both in the calendar and also in the pool of drafts you can work with. Another feature that I would like to talk about is the link shortener, or the link manager as we like to call it. And it is a comprehensive feature designed to simplify your workflow. I would first like to show you where you can access the link manager. So you can again access it by opening up any post in your calendar and going to Edit Post and clicking on the link shortener icon under your post text. This will open up the link shortener window, and what it can allow you is to shorten your long links. You can also customize them to match any of your preferences. You can easily build the UTM tags for tracking purposes and also maintain a record of your shared links. It is also perfect for saving your time because you don't need to go to external tool outside of Kontentino, and you can keep everything in one place. So let me show you an example of how you can work with the link shortener or link manager. You can click on Add New to create a new link, and it is great to insert some long link, for example, to our Kontentino tutorials. You can optionally also select the name for the shortened link, and you can also select the preferred domain. We have 2 shortened domains to work with. You can customize a URL, so you can add any suffix to it. You can decide whether you want to switch on the global link option. This means that this shortened link will be stored across all your social media profile in your Kontentino account. And you can also generate the UTM tags and add them to your link. So you can add the UTM source, for example, Facebook, the medium, the name of the campaign, the UTM term. You can use the campaign content to differentiate the ads, and you can also add any internal notes. You can either save the shortened link, or you can hit Save and Insert, which will insert the shortened link right into your post text. As you can see in the preview on the left, the link is already clickable and it will take you to the target website, in this case, Kontentino tutorials. Now I would like to head over to our last feature. Oh, and before that, I want to show you that here in the area where your shortened links are, you can also track the statistics for each shortened link. You can expand the details where you will see the shortened link and the original long URL. And you can also copy them to clipboard or insert them into the text or check the statistics for each link. Over here you can also see when the link was created, where it has been updated, and also the number of clicks for each link. And let's move on to the last productivity feature, which is Kai. This is the last feature and also the latest addition to our calendar. We'll call him Kai because it's our AI helper. It's powered by ChatGPT. You can either access it here on the left, or you can head over to the right and click on AI content. So Kai is a very powerful feature that can boost your productivity in multiple ways, because it can serve you and save you time on writing the copy, or you can generate text content or visual content, and it can also help you to overcome your creativity block. I would also like to highlight that our AI helper is especially focused on the social media content. So you can generate the text with it, you can enhance the text by fixing the grammar or by rewriting the text or expanding it. You can also generate hashtags for your posts and also generate visuals based on the prompts that you give him. So let me show you an example of how you can generate the text. First, in the prompt box, you need to write the specific prompts. The more details you give Kai, the better the outcome. Once you have your prompt in, you can also select the output language. We support every language, so it is really great if you want to work with your local audience. You can also select the social media channel, for example Instagram, and select the tone of voice. Once you are ready, you can click on the Generate button. And Kai will always give you several options to work with. So as you can see on the right, there is the text generated by Kai. It is pretty long, but you can always give it another prompt to shorten the text. You can use the full text, or you can just use some parts of it and then further edit it in the post creation in Kontentino. If you click copy to clipboard, this will copy the full text to your clipboard and you can further paste it into your posts. So in case you haven't worked with Kai, I really encourage you to try it out yourself and see how it serves you and your team. I'd like to wrap it up with this feature and also use it as a little teaser for the upcoming webinar, which topic will be old versus new, what you cannot do in the old calendar and can do in the new calendar. So stay tuned. We will send an invitation your way soon. So now I would like to head over to the questions. I see that you have already sent us several of them. So let me start with the first one from Phoenix, Slovakia. Hi Phoenix, it's nice to see you here again. And Phoenix is asking if it is possible to delete multiple posts at once. That would be great to add in the Timesavers. Yes, at the moment it is not possible to delete multiple posts in bulk through the Timesavers, but we encourage you to submit this idea to our public roadmap. I believe you can see the link already in the response to your comment, and our product team is always happy to consider it in the future updates. So thank you for your question. Another question is from Mouse in the House Eek. Hello, and thank you for submitting your question. Is there an easier way to duplicate a post to the same profile to repost? The current profile is not the one of the default option, so you have to manually select it, which means a lot of scrolling. Yes, you can hold the option key and drag and drop the post simply in the calendar onto another date, as I have shown you before. Another question was if you are able to edit or remove the labels once they are created. Yes, as I have shown you in the video, you can always head from the post to the detailed settings of the labels, and you can either edit them or you can remove them from there. We also have a suggestion from Mouse in the House Eek, and that's another great use for inspirations like noting vacations, your own or the client's, for a better planning. Yes, this is a great suggestion. Thank you for that. Another question from Adil was if you are able to add inspiration to a profile group instead of a single profile. Not for now, but this improvement is also listed in the updates that you can see in our public roadmap, and I encourage you to go there and upvote it so that we can better prioritize this with our product team. Is it possible to add external calendars like a client's event calendar or national holiday calendar? I believe this is also listed in the list of improvements that we are planning. So again, please go to the roadmap and submit it there. Then we have a question from Margarida. Hi, is it possible again to send a notification to post to a different team member? Changing the user who is going to post after scheduling. Yes, once you schedule the post that is set for manual publishing, you can click on the three dots and in the bottom right, and you can change the user to whom the notification should be sent. Can the client comment after approving or rejecting a post? I'm having trouble with it sometimes. Yes, the client should be comment on the post at each time, regardless of what is the status of the post, if the post is visible to him. So in case your client has any issues with that, please write us on our live support chat that you can find in the bottom right corner in Kontentino, and we will try to further help you there. Okay, then we have another question from Grega. I wonder if it's possible to set Kontentino or maybe even bookmark it, that it always opens in the actual work with that you are on. I believe we don't support anything like this right now. So again, if I may ask you to go over to our product roadmap and to submit this great suggestion as a new idea, we would appreciate it. Also, somebody wrote that they love the separation between inspiration and ideas in terms of time-specific and non-time-specific, and that it's very intuitive and shows a real understanding of how entities managing clients and brands think. Thank you very much. We are very happy to hear that you like it. Jennifer Lee asked if you can duplicate a post from IG to Facebook platform. Yes, of course, you can duplicate it, as I mentioned, through the Timesavers. And we will share the recording of the webinar with you afterwards, in case you have joined us later, and you can watch step by step how this can be done within a few clicks. We have two last questions. One is from Adil. If Kai can learn the voice of a profile social media channel? Yes, I believe this is built in the Kai. So whenever you select the social media channel and the voice, he will remember it and act upon it and generate the text based on your selection. So thank you very much for your question. I believe the time is over. In case your question hasn't been responded to, please reach out to us in the live chat. Our team is very happy to answer you there. We will be sharing the recording of this webinar afterwards, so stay tuned for next webinar and have a nice day. Bye-bye.